Okay.
I see
This is
us.
staying on for like 2 seconds.
This is actually a family heirloom.
This is my dad's hat. First of all, hey everybody, I'm Joe.
And I'm Rachel.
And we're Two Crazy Ketos. And here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like...
Wear funny hats.
Oh my gosh, we do different things like product reviews and recipe videos. We talk about various keto topics, and then every Monday we sit down on the couch for Keto on the Couch. We just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com. And that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
So this was Rachel's idea.
I'm sure that is very hard for everyone to believe.
Rachel said it's October. Now, I am German. My dad was 100% German. My mom is Polish. So, like, Oktoberfest kind of runs, like, my dad always really cared about Oktoberfest and his German heritage. This was my dad's hat.
So why does it have little emblems
like his
on
little,
it?
It was his little things that he would collect. He was way into beer steins, obviously.
Okay, so here is a fun fact.
I'm taking this off, though, because it doesn't fit me.
My father and your father never met each other.
Nope.
They both collected the steins.
Yeah.
Both of them. I thought that was amazing. So yeah, this is some of our dad's steins. And we don't have beer, but we do have ginger root beer. Aldi brand. And my mom shared some mugs that have been in the family for many, many years. So yeah.
So speaking of I thought I had this picture, but this is actually my dad.
Yeah.
This is actually my dad when he was a kid. That's my grandfather, my opa, and that is my father. And they played in a German band.
And your dad played the sexiest instrument of all instruments.
Yeah.
The accordion.
He played the accordion, which my mom just passed on to Anthony.
Yes.
He wants to learn how to play. It needs some work though. The bellows all have cracks and stuff in them. But yeah, if you look at pictures of my dad, my opa, and me all at the same age, other than the age of the picture, you couldn't tell who is who.
All the same.
We all look the same.
Amazing.
And we're all named Joseph.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to let you say hello to everybody who's in here because we have a lot to talk about.
Do you see?
There's your chat.
Awesome.
We have a lot to talk about. I'm going to let you... I'm going to close this out, and then I'm going to pop it up. There you go.
Thank you very much.
And I'm going to go get your food.
Hello. Yes, because it is Oktoberfest, and I have requested some sausages. Now, kielbasa, I understand, is actually Polish, but that's okay, because Joe's also Polish. And I feel like there's a lot of sausages and sauerkraut at Oktoberfest. So, anybody else eating with us tonight? So, Stephanie says, hello. Trucker Cat says, even though I have to work at 4 a.m., I have to try to stay up for the live feed. Well, thanks for being here. Hungry Heath says third. Tanya says, oh my, I almost missed it. Guten Tag. Well, thank you very much. Nancy says, hi, everyone. Jason says, howdy. Slapstick Keto says, good morning. Gail says, hi, Joe and Rachel. Pat says, hello, family. Nancy says, slapstick, where are you? Australia? Because he says good morning. Karen says, hey, 2KK family, hope all is well. It is well. We have been working like fiends today, but it's been a really good day. Dwayne says, hi, Joe and Rachel. Lori says, good evening, everyone. Pat says, just went out and clicked the like before I forgot. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can exit the chat, come back, click the like button, come back in. Tara's here. Hi, family. Everybody's saying hi to Tara. He says, so we heard a rumor the other day, the likes on lives don't count for anything. Supposedly YouTube only tracks those for standard videos. I guess I need to go back and click the thumbs up after this airs. This is news to me, Heath, but yeah, like, I guess once it restreams and after the live, go ahead and click like and we'll just see what happens. Shanta says, hello, everyone. Dawn says, hey, 2KK family. Miriam is here. She says, hi. Everybody's saying hi to Miss Miriam. Healthy and Keto says, so happy to watch it live. We're really glad that you're here. Tara says, best day ever. Just found out I'm fall hiking Tennessee with a friend next week. Wow. Yeah, the leaves outside of everywhere but Florida are changing and are so beautiful. And Tennessee has got to be gorgeous. So Heather says, got supper on the stove, so we'll be here for a few. Well, we're glad you're here, Heather. Nancy, okay, so Christopher says, not in Australia, I'm in the USA, Kentucky. I just say good morning instead of hi. So wait a second. I see something that is not just a sausage coming my way.
Well, you did say you wanted traditional German food.
I did.
I told you kielbasa is not German food. It's Polish.
Man.
So I have some German food for you.
Uh-oh. What is the German food? Ew.
Liverwurst.
Oh, no. Are you sure?
That's German. Grew up with it. We ate it a lot.
I think this is an Arabian food.
No, it's German.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Man. I'm going to need just a little bit of mustard.
Okay.
Are you a yellow mustard, a Dijon, or one of the stone ground Dijon? What are you?
Reach down there and grab that box. We've got some mail.
We got some awesome mail.
I really want to say thank you to everybody.
You want to read that first, and then I'll show them what it is.
This is from Joe's friend. It says, because in this part of camping, you want to make sure that things do go down the toilet. Love your camping videos. Look forward to your new channel. We got a stinky slinky.
We got a toilet hose. Thank you.
You know, I used that one already.
Oh man. He did not. So this is from Joe's friend and Rachel's friend too, for sure. Yeah. Because this was the thing that I was most afraid of.
You have to learn how to do it.
Camping.
You have to learn how to do it.
I'm gonna need
Don't worry,
to like.
I was on the
triple
phone with Chris today talking about how we can hook that up to our actual house. I really don't want to be talking into it like a microphone, even though it is clean.
Hello. This is the only time that we can do this. So why is it clear? So you can kind of see it get started?
It's so you can see what's coming out. You want to make sure, like, when you're done, that it's all clear.
Oh, man.
So.
Well, thank you. This is awesome. You want to keep seeing who all is here?
I don't know. He said hello to already. Keith is here. Gail is here.
Yep.
Trucker Cat is here.
Hello from Arizona.
Get the rest of the mail. Dawn is here. I should get my glasses. Yvonne is here.
Hello.
Anne is here. Said loved the hat. Healthy and keto. Loved the hats.
Okay, so I did find out today if you need to get anything from Party City, go to the register when you go to check out and ask them, do you have any coupons? I think you have a coupon, because there was a 30% off a single item, a costume item at Party City. So 30% off ain't nothing to sneeze at. While Joe is getting his glasses, this is from Shelly. Shelly got us this beautiful thing, but let me read the note first. While Joe is getting his glasses, Shelly says, thank you for making me laugh every day. I now have my entire family watching with me. That is super exciting. You guys are amazing. I'm loving your camping adventures. I saw this little ornament and thought of you both. I'm 3 years into my keto journey and you guys have helped a lot. I'm at my goal weight. Congratulations, that's awesome. And feeling great. A recent video hit home with me about how your clothes fit. Asking ourselves why we still keep the clothes that no longer fit us, our quote-unquote fat clothes. We realize that we need to get rid of all of these clothes now, and we will never go back. Thank you and happy camping. Well, Shelly, I love the idea that maybe by us just being like as silly as we are, we helped her and her family to be able to share this lifestyle together. I love it. And congratulations. So let me show you this beautiful thing. Happy camping 2020. Awesome. And we are a couple of happy campers.
That is awesome. We need to go get some more tape so we can hang that up.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Command strips.
Command strips. It's all about the command. Well, so thank you so much, Shelly.
Steph said, waiting for the egg lady to call me to run and get 18 dozen eggs.
18 doesn't.
One of our ladies is working overtime because we had 7 eggs today from 6 chickens. And none of them were from yesterday.
Is one of them laying on behalf of Ruth?
I don't know.
That could
I thought
not
it was
lay?
interesting. How did we get 7 eggs from 6 chickens?
Now this one says next gen, so this might be.
We have no idea who this one is from.
We have no idea
so if
who
it's
this
from
is
you,
from.
let us know, please, so we can say thank you.
This is absolutely beautiful. It is the first ornament of 2020. It's a little trailer.
Do you hear the dog?
I do. She is moaning and groaning because she smells food and she wants to be a part of it. So it says 2020 2KK family.
Like
Can you believe it is time to put up the Christmas tree?
I know.
We're heading
we
to
have to decide
Christmas
what we're
tree
gonna
time.
do. Liz said my sister lives in Charleston in South Bavaria. I love visiting her and her kids. She ended up marrying a German 22 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Janice is here, saying you guys are so cute.
Hello.
Joanna said hello from Toronto.
I'm going in with
Carla
a stone
said
ground.
we loved all the festivities in Germany when we were stationed in Frankfurt years ago. Heather said our keto zuppa Toscana is done. We'll be back after we eat, but we're keeping you on.
Nice.
Healthy Keto wants to know we play instruments. I played instruments when I was younger, but I ended up going to a high school that didn't have a band or anything like that.
Are you a horseradish guy?
I love horseradish. So I kind of like lost that because I didn't play in high school. I played in middle school and stuff like that. And I played like the clarinet. I learned how to play the oboe. I didn't know how to play the accordion.
You did.
But I did.
I didn't get that
Rachel
main
played
call.
the trumpet. The musical one in this family is
Anthony.
Anthony plays the trumpet,
the guitar,
the guitar, and the piano.
The piano.
That's what he wanted for his graduation present from high school. He's like, I want a piano. We're like, you don't know how to play the piano. He's like, I'm going to teach myself the piano. So we got him like it's a keyboard, but it's a full 88 keys. Like with piano style keys. It's not a regular keyboard. It's like an electric piano kind of thing. And the worship pastor met him up there and said, this is the one to get. And he did. He taught himself the piano in like 6 months. And now he plays on the worship group for the youth ministry.
Yeah. And I played the trumpet like years ago when I was in like middle school, high school age. But yeah, it got away from me. I went more into like the chorus route. And I did travel with a worship band years ago.
Line Girls, 100% German, living in Canada. My parents still live in Germany. I'm the only one here.
Neat.
Shauna said, Miriam, I had my travel lag nap today, about 3 hours. Got home 3 days ago. He said they just finished dinner Thursday night. Triple steak, bunless bacon cheeseburgers.
Nice.
You're going to have to let her out.
I know. No.
Shauna said liverwurst, kill it with mustard.
Okay.
Trucker Cat loves liverwurst.
I'm going in with some mustard.
Shelly said I've been doing my ancestry and mostly Southern. Before that, French, Canadian, Scottish, and English. Liz loves liverwurst. So does Get Fit Fancy Pants. That is the best you're ever going to get when it comes to eating liver.
That that is true. But it's
Rhonda loves liverwurst. It's really good with cream cheese. Scooter Geek likes liverwurst. Chris said the rhino hose is legit. Tanya said, is that sugar-free liverwurst? I'm 75% German, grew up on schnitzel and liverwurst and sauerkraut, and it's keto. No, it's not sugar-free, but I honestly don't worry about it when it comes to that. Like Dr. Berry talks about it all the time. Like, good luck finding a sugar-free liverwurst. I mean, unless you can maybe go to like the butcher or something like that. But most of the time, you're not going to find it. I think it's like 1 carb per serving. It's a little bit of sugar in there. Now, I'm not worrying about it.
Now, this is not our sauerkraut.
But I grew up with liverwurst.
But it is very good sauerkraut.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody had just asked me today about our sauerkraut recipe. So if you just look up 2KK, 2 Crazy Ketos, and sauerkraut, we do make it together as like a date night.
Gail said, Rachel, when Joe's not looking, give Tabitha your liverwurst.
Right? That's exactly
Trucker Cat said, I had ribeye and 2 strips of bacon and my keto chow cookie dough.
Nice.
That sounds delicious. Shauna said, keto chow lemon meringue with gelatin and a shot of cherry sugar-free syrup. Anybody who's interested, lemon meringue is back in stock at Keto Chow in big bags. What are you saving? $70 a bag. And if you can use our link, which is down below, you're going to get 10% off. I'm so excited that it's back.
And look at the bottom of the bag.
I don't think all the bags have that saying. I think there's different ones.
There's a secret
saying
message
on all of them. There always has been, but people just never knew about it.
I think it's kind of exciting.
Tara played the flute and the piccolo. Okay.
The flute is such an elegant instrument.
I have to rant.
Uh-oh.
This video is coming out tomorrow, but I want to rant today.
There was 2 men that stormed into my bedroom yesterday afternoon after they had done the Keto Box review. Both of them ticked.
So this was in the Keto Box, and I'm so annoyed that it was even in the Keto Box.
I'm going to put her in Anthony's room.
It's called Professor Nuts Peanut Butter Reimagined. I'm going to be honest. It tastes really good. The ingredients in this are double roasted runner peanuts. Whatever a runner peanut is, I have no idea. Corn fiber, grapeseed.
You're just a regular running nut.
Grapeseed extract, sea salt, stevia, and organic safflower lecithin. Then it's got all of this stuff on the back, and it's telling you that there's 2.5 servings in this jar, and there's only 28 calories per serving. So if you eat the entire jar, it's like less than 75 calories. That there's 0 grams of fat, there's 0 grams of digested carbs, and there's 7 grams of protein. Then below that, it said nutrition facts without digestibility corrected. And it says that there is now 11 servings in this jar, and each serving is 200 calories. It's 144 fat calories. Each serving is 6.47 grams of carbs and 4 grams of dietary fiber and 7 grams of protein. So if you go by their what your body actually digests, according to them, this whole jar is less than 75 calories, 0 grams of fat, and 0 total carbohydrates.
It's magic.
But if you go by the without correction of digestibility, this whole jar is, how many servings was it? 11. 2,200 calories. And what's 7 times 11? 77 carbohydrates. Then there's a little thing over here. It says digestibility corrector is an FDA term used to represent correction in caloric yields from a food or macronutrient. Digestibility varies on an individual basis, and these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. The product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. This is the most, we don't like to knock companies that are little companies, and it's obviously a little company.
But this
is the most disgusting form of marketing I have ever seen.
This is what is on the horizon. People wonder why we scrutinize things so much. It's because you think nobody's going to do something like this. Yes. How about have 2 different nutrition labels with the caveat that, like, maybe you're one of the lucky persons that peanut butter doesn't even affect, and you can eat as much as you want and nothing will ever happen because there's no carbs in it at all. Or if you do start buying this particular peanut butter and then blimp out because I have no restraint when it comes to peanut butter, then sorry, I guess you were just the one that was more sensitive to carbs. So, like, really?
This little jar is $6. A normal sized jar of peanut butter from them is $16. These are just my personal opinions. Just get that out there right now. I think this digestibility corrected is a bunch of nonsense. I think this is the most ridiculous form of marketing. Please do not buy this. And I'm asking everybody, send an email or something to Keto Box and say, don't put this kind of garbage in your box. I mean, this is disgusting. So, rant over.
That was a pretty hefty rant.
It pissed me off when I saw that. Even Anthony was like, what kind of games are they playing here?
Somebody like me has been dreaming of being able to put into my macros that there's 0 carbs in peanut butter so that I can eat a jar of it.
Well,
I've been waiting for that.
Somebody who is trying to trick themselves and trying to fool themselves, like we were originally, like when I first got started, and I didn't understand the fact that there's actually a carb in a serving of heavy whipping cream, but they can put, because it's not a full carb, so they can put 0. So I would shop around like, I want the container that says 0. I didn't understand the fact that there's no difference between the container that says 0 and the container that says 1, other than the fact that one company's being more honest than the other company.
And when we were grinding out our weight loss and not understanding why, it wasn't until we stumbled across like a company with an integrity that had put it the way that it really was, and we were able to rein in our consumption of heavy whipping cream, nuts, that sort of stuff.
So somebody who's trying to get away with something is going to buy this. They're going to go, oh, I'm only eating 75 calories. I'm eating 0 net carbs.
Yeah.
But they're actually eating 2,200 calories and 70 total carbs, and I don't know, at least 30 net carbs. I haven't done all the math. And then they're going to sit there and go, well, keto doesn't work. Well, of course not, because of this.
Yeah. It's frustrating.
Lisa wants to know, do I have any advice on the best way to cook beef liver since it is not good to soak in buttercream? Soak it in heavy whipping cream. That's what I do. Or, honestly, listen, I grew up with liver. I don't like liver. We ate liver and onions, and I would only eat it breaded as a child. My dad would bread it, fry it in lard or bacon grease or something, and then we ate that with onions. It's the only way I would eat it. I don't like it. So what I like to do is I chop it up and I mix it in our ground beef. And I never tell Rachel.
Don't tell me which ones we're eating.
She never knows when we're eating liver. I chop up liver and heart.
Because this
at least once or twice a week, though.
No, this is all you, bud.
You need to eat that. It's super healthy. Anthony loves liverwurst.
You know how I prepare liver?
How? Your mom, I bet you like liverwurst.
I take she loves it. I take this, I scoop it right into the trash, and then I walk away from the trash can.
Phil loves liverwurst with mayonnaise. So you should try that.
Maybe mayonnaise would help.
Lisa said, I can't find liverwurst at all anywhere near me. Rachel said, Brushwalker's yummy. See, everybody likes it. Donna likes liverwurst with onions and mustard.
Oh. I didn't try. Did I put enough mustard on it? Let's try more mustard.
Miriam put up the sauerkraut video. Lisa,
thank you.
Lisa's thing. Chris said, okay, my computer is maybe working now. I need to reinstall Windows on this machine. Christopher said, I haven't tried that peanut butter yet, but I mentioned how horrible the nutrition label was on my video. It's terrible.
It's really upsetting.
And Trucker Cut said, yes, Chris told us about the peanut butter, and I thought of you, Joe. I knew you would be angry. There were just two very angry Stauffer men. Not just I was angry. Anthony was really angry.
Well, and here's the thing. Anthony is not keto, but he's getting like
He's a label reader, though.
He is a label reader now. He's getting a lesson about what he wants for himself. And his thing is, hey, I may choose to eat something, but give me the full disclosure. Don't try to fool me. That's what really upsets him. Mm-hmm. So it's I'm hoping that keto or not, people just become outraged at someone trying to pull the wool over their eyes.
Right.
Let me make a decision for myself.
It's really hard to take you serious with that hat on. Lisa said, hubby and I ordered Rebin salt rocks, travel salt shakers, and fine salt, and can't wait to receive them. If you can finish up that liverwurst, look what we got in the mail today.
Chalk Zero.
Chalk Zero dark chocolate peanut butter truffles.
Trick or treat.
These came in the mail today. Yeah, but they're truffles. But you have to eat your liverwurst. I'm going to bribe you like a child.
No.
Shauna said they fit all of those words on that tiny jar. Crazy. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Go to the website. It's even worse. There's this whole explanation how what they're telling you actually works. Let's see.
It's like an old-timey guy that's selling snake oil, right?
Healthy and Keto said you could pass that peanut butter off for other people other than those who do keto. Even them. Come on. Peanut butter should have 1 or 2 ingredients. Peanuts and salt.
Yeah.
I won't even buy peanuts that has oil. Why do you need to add oil to peanut butter? It's already got oil in it.
It's an oil.
It's oil. So you don't need to add any more oil. Lilybug said, no wonder you need to get your glasses. That must be some tiny font.
It is. I mean, it is T90.
Oops.
Oh, it's saying stir.
Miriam said, your eye makeup is so pretty today, Rachel.
Thanks, Miss Miriam. Boy, she looked beautiful in her live stream, too. Oh,
it's funny. I went in the live stream, I think it was yesterday.
You mean Tuesday night?
No, during the day. I went in the live stream, and I'm usually in the car and on YouTube because I listen to YouTube while I'm driving. I'm either have on...
Don't watch it while you're driving.
I don't watch it. I'm just listening to it. So I listen to stuff, and then I can dictate. That's why a lot of times, like, the words come through wrong, typed wrong, because I'm dictating it into the car.
I love getting a text from him, and it's like, what am I even looking at?
So Chris goes, I don't know if it's Joe or Rachel.
Oh.
And then he goes, oh, no, wait a second. Because I just said, hello, everybody. And he said, if it was Rachel, it would have been, Miriam, your hair looks so gorgeous today.
Her hair does look good. Have you seen the highlights of her hair?
It looks awesome, but it's just funny. Gorgeous. Like, you can tell. And then I was on Autumn's live stream, and I said something about money. Like, buying something, and Autumn's like, I don't know if it's Joe or Rachel. I'm like, anytime you hear spending money, guaranteed, it's not Rachel.
It's not Rachel. I'm the cheapest woman alive. However, I did run into What a Deal talking about, like, changing out our clothes and getting rid of some of our old clothes. A real incentive for cleaning out my closet lately has been the local thrift store has been having 50% off all of their stuff.
Right.
So it was like, okay, get rid of the old, totally get rid of the old, and then in with some new.
Chris said, Joe, don't hold back. Tell us how you really feel. I don't rant that often. But, like, I was furious about that because, like, it's going to completely screw somebody's progress up.
Yeah.
Christopher said Keto Box is going to send you an email to review the box where you can mention it. Oh, I already sent them an email. And we pay for our Keto Box. They don't send us that Keto Box for free. In fact, they offered to send us to us for free, but they said we couldn't review any other boxes. And I'm like,
did you hear that?
I'm not doing that. Pat said, you sound like me after pork rinds at a food truck the other day that were not really pork rinds.
Wait a second. I think that I saw this. Was it like a bacon?
It looked like a bacon strip, like a dog bacon strip, like 3 different colors.
I would have been absolutely fooled too. Why would you think that somebody would be trying to give you a fake pork rind?
Right.
Why? Why would you be on your guard for that? Are people faking a lot of pork rinds out there? I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I would have totally bought the same exact thing and been super ticked.
Debbie said, I've been disappointed in the contents of the Keto Box because of the obviously high carb content of most of the ingredients. It comes and goes, but it just reminded me, if you're interested in a keto crate, use the link down below. I got an email from them through Halloween. If you sign up for Keto Crate right now, you get a buy one, get one free box. So I'll make sure the link is down there. But yeah, you get it. Right now, they're running a deal. If you sign up for Keto Crate, so if you've been on the fence about it, you get a free box, a buy one, get one free box.
Just for the record, we will never take something for free if it means that, like, oh, you can't honestly review anything or have contact with anything else. It was like,
I won't even review something of a company. We've had companies ask us, say, like, you know, can you just review, but let us see the video before you release it. No, it doesn't work that way. Like, if we like it, we like it. If we don't, we don't. You know, and it's Rachel. Rachel will try to find something good no matter what.
If I can't find something encouraging, then it's really time to go back to the
Gail said the size of that jar is ridiculous for $6.
Add ACV to heavy whipping cream to make keto buttermilk. Oh.
Yep. Shauna said, I've been telling people new to keto or not even new that I've learned more about ingredients from you guys, so I so appreciate watching you guys do the opening. Again, hey, I'm not an expert on stuff. I've done a lot of research. A lot of it is trial and error. You know, like I know Autumn was talking about today, like her new thing, and that's we have our other video, our step 2 coming out for like how to get started for keto for new people. But Autumn's talking about like she's starting to try to get rid of the other oils. It's a step-by-step process. We didn't jump into keto on day 1 and say, no, we're eating pasture-raised eggs and we're not eating canola oil. It was a step-by-step process. And people said, well, how did you do that? Like, it cost so much money. As you stop buying all of the carbohydrate stuff and stop buying all the snacks, you're going to notice that you've got more money left over in your food bill. We eat higher quality foods now and more of it than we did before, yet we spend less money on our food bill right now.
We really do. And then every time that my suggestion would be, if you have a budget where you're not going in debt, we don't believe in any kind of debt. If you're not in debt and you're getting your medication and you're getting like different things to support health issues. As those things get resolved with the good food that you're eating, once my mom didn't have to buy like diabetic socks anymore, that diabetic sock money could be socked away for something else that you would rather be spending money on besides medication stuff. So, don't use your teeth.
It's just plastic, and all my teeth are fake anyway.
Wow.
Miriam Symmetry, I love those earrings. Tara said, I saw your post about those pork rinds, Pat. Not okay. So back to ingredients. Yeah, it's a step-by-step process. You know, you do one thing at a time. If you ask me, and it's going to be in our third installment on how to do keto. Once you've gotten into keto, the very, very first thing that you need to do is dump those oils, because those oils are causing you more harm, and not just you. If anybody in your family, keto or not, nobody should be eating canola oil. Nobody should be eating soy oil. Like, you know, sunflower oil, I'm kind of on the fence about it. I prefer to be high oleic. The problem with sunflower oil is it's high in omega-6, but high oleic is lower in omega-6. But, like, grapeseed oil is actually really good for you, too.
Yeah.
But the corn oils and all that stuff is garbage, and that is what causes problems for people. Do you want one of these?
I would like one, but you haven't finished all my liverwurst yet, so I don't know if you get one.
I don't want one. I was being nice to you, but you should take another bite of liverwurst.
No, I took 2 bites.
These are, I have no idea how much these are.
They're ghosties.
They came in the mail today. I'm sure Christopher does, because
They're
I know Christopher loves Chocolate Europe. So they are peanut butter truffles.
Oh, wow.
So there's a link down below. I know we have a coupon code for them, so I think it's 2 Crazy Ketos.
Dang.
This has dark chocolate, unsweetened, which is unsweetened chocolate, cocoa butter, soluble corn fiber, non-GMO, resistant dextrin, sunflower lecithin, monk fruit extract, Madagascar bourbon vanilla beans, roasted peanuts, cocoa butter, peanut flour, sea salt, monk fruit extract, xanthan gum, guar gum, natural flavors. That one piece is 80 calories, 6 grams of fat, 2 grams of protein, 7 total carbs, 6 grams of dietary fiber, 1 net carb.
Delicious. So something fun that I've been doing lately, I need to take a picture and put it up, is using the molds, because I love little cute Halloween stuff.
That is good. Oh my gosh.
I melt my butter, put it into the Halloween molds.
Candy molds.
Put it into the freezer, and then even when I'm making like a hamburger or putting in my coffee, I just put the little pumpkin face right into my coffee, pumpkin face on top of my hamburger. I love it. It's still fun.
Okay, so Trucker Cat said, Rachel, I never knew you had loose skin. Maybe one day you could make a video of how you feel. I'm concerned about when I get to my goal, but not enough to stop keto. Before you talk about this, let me answer this.
Okay.
And then I'm going to let you talk about it.
Okay.
Because first of all, Rachel does have some loose skin, but nothing compared to what she had the first time she lost 100 pounds. Then, because she did it bad, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, the skin was horrible and she looked emaciated. Most people would tell you she looked sick. She looked like really, really sick.
Most people thought that I had, like, I was dying.
Yeah, and
my skin color was green.
The kids and I were constantly on her, like, she needs to eat, she needs to eat, she needs to eat. She doesn't have nearly what she had then, but it is something that concerns her, and I have some loose skin too, and it bothered me for a while, but here's the thing. Would you rather have the extra fat just hanging everywhere, which is really clear,
yeah,
or just the loose skin, which you can kind of cover up with clothing and stuff? And I know, like, we've even talked about, like, oh, well, should you get the surgery to remove the skin? Those surgeries are painful.
We have some friends that have had the surgery.
And there's still a horrible scar.
And there's a lot of scarring. I did have cancer, like, when I was younger, 18. And I had it taken out of my side. And so my whole side has, like, a really, really bad scar right there. So I just kind of knew I didn't want to get the surgery because I knew there'd be scars, you know, all over. Because it can be, you know, you're putting a lot of pressure on those areas.
I had a friend of mine, and actually they made it too tight, and she ended up, like, almost losing her arms.
So, and definitely in the camping videos and when we're outside, and I'm starting to wear shorts, and you're gonna see my leg bits, and you're gonna see my tummy bits, and all of that kind of stuff. And does it look like a supermodel? No. And I'm okay with that. I think that right now, this year is a little bit about healing how I see myself. Healing my relationship with me. And you know what? I'm never going to be perfect, and that's okay. And I really hope that when you guys see glimpses of my skin, that you will be reminded to love yourself, because it's not about you being perfect. It's about you getting out there and putting yourself out there and getting into some new clothes. I'm loving seeing some shopping that you guys are doing and pictures that you're posting. I'll tell you, somebody that looked absolutely amazing was Steph. Mm-hmm. I saw her in new jeans, new boots, new haircut, new look. Amazing. Just absolutely gorgeous. I love seeing you guys getting into some new outfits. I'll tell you what was my favorite pictures of the week was seeing Slapstick Keto, Mr. Christopher, in his
Halloween
Deadpool costume, because I know what a victory that is. I can remember we could never get into the adult standard size costume.
Hey, guess what? I have a football game on Halloween.
You do?
Yeah.
What are you dressing up like? An umpire?
I'm just saying, like, I can't dress up again this year because I have a football game.
I'm gonna dress up. Don't you worry. I'll get a dress in for you. Don't worry.
Okay, Shelly said the first keto group I was in, they only looked at net carbs, so I'm sure they would love that peanut butter.
Yeah, there you go. Because then it was like, oh yeah, this is freebie. And then, well, what's upsetting?
The problem is this is beyond net carbs. They're saying that there's some special magic when you combine these
magic beans,
ingredients,
guys,
that your body doesn't digest it. So the regular nutrition label just says digestive fat nutrition label. And then this little tiny writing that you can barely read down here, that's where the actual nutrition label is. So, but this is what they're telling you is the nutrition label.
This is kind of, somebody in a focus group said to themselves, you know how people love if the cookies are broken, you don't have to count the calories or anything, like broken cookies. It has to be a whole cookie in order for it to count towards your diet plan. Then let's just use that premise with whatever we're making.
Shonda said you're not eating a liver. And Lori said you can bread beef liver with unflavored protein powder and fry it in bacon grease. You know what? You can bread unflavored. I didn't think about that, but you could bread it with like the keto chow, the beef keto chow.
Oh yeah.
I bet you that would be good.
It can only get better. Is my thought. It could only get better. Could you like batter it in like porking good pork rinds and fry it up? Maybe that would help.
Right Family says we cook our liver in a stir fry. Nancy said how liver is the trash, in trash is the only way to have it. Slapstick had a web developer job. Yes, Chris and Miriam are looking for a web developer.
Yes, if you are in the market for a new job, check it out. Talk about how fun would it be to work for Keto Chow. Like those beautiful people.
So Scooter Geek says this needs to be reported to the FDA. They cannot be following the FDA rules on reporting. But they are, because they have it on the label. It's just in tiny print. And the larger label says, like, these are the digestive facts. But then on the bottom it says, this is the actual nutrition label. So they are putting it on there. You just can't read it. And you're not going to, at least you can read it so long as you have glasses on. But you're not going to notice that first. You're going to notice the big giant 28 on it.
It's just an in-run around the rules. Whatever they can do.
Dawn said, I grew up eating liverwurst, but I haven't had it in years. I need to get some German heritage through and through.
All right. You can have mine.
Margie said, fry your liverwurst in bacon grease. Everything is better with bacon.
Everything really is better with bacon. Mm-hmm. You know, we got some more mail.
We do?
Yes. Speaking of Christopher Hittipole, over to your right.
Gosh.
We got a special delivery
brother on here
from your brother.
Oh my, I don't even think I can eat this stuff.
Here we go.
Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of Vienna sausages.
We're taking it camping this weekend.
We're not eating 6 jars of Vienna
sausage.
Hot
and spicy.
Barbecue. Original.
But we know what we think of this.
Jalapeno
Vienna sausage.
I'll try anything.
Here it comes.
I really will try anything.
Here it comes.
But I don't know about this.
They're here.
This one, honestly, I'm just gonna be honest. We're not gonna do this one.
It loosed up.
These are vacuum sealed, and this one is no longer vacuum sealed. So.
But this one.
It's pig's feet.
It's pig's feet, and it's coming with us.
Oh my god! I don't even know if I can do this.
Okay,
one. I really can't do this.
Wave hi to everybody with your pig's foot. Hi.
I don't know if I can do this one.
I mean, this looks
disgusting.
Like some stuff is going on in this package.
Is there any way out of this one?
I guess you could float it in some purple water. So you're saying that floating it in purple water makes you feel better about it?
Oh my gosh.
A foot is a foot is a foot, friend. Hi. I love you. You want me to scratch your head a little?
Please don't. Like, I'm just thinking
scratch your
about it
back?
right now. I'm so glad that we booked an extra night to go away this week.
Don't worry. I'm going to pat him on the shoulder. I will console him. Want me to rub your back?
Maitreya said, I have lots of loose skin. It's definitely his lesson, but I don't see it going away all the way. It could take a couple of years. Like, and again, that's what some of what autophagy does.
And the cell regeneration.
But again, I would not worry about it. I mean, sometimes, yes, it's disappointing, but it's a small price to pay for, like, all of the incredible health and getting rid of the heaviness. I mean, I just look at, like, people say, even if, like, a higher cholesterol was actually the case when it came to keto and, like, saturated fat was bad for you. I love people come up to me and be like, eating, like, butter and bacon's not good for you. I'm like, and being 300 pounds was?
Better for me?
Like, first of all, you didn't say anything when I weighed 300 pounds, and I was eating a sleeve of Oreos. Now, when I don't eat Oreos, but I eat lots of bacon and I eat a dozen eggs every couple of days, you're telling me I eat horrible, I'm going to die. Well, I was going to die when I weighed 300 pounds.
But it's
probably sooner.
It's what other people feel comfortable with you doing.
Right.
And it's okay that everybody's not on board. What was it? You know, sometimes you see Moses crossing, you know, the Red Sea and everybody is holding hands and doing it all at once. Sometimes we have to cross paths and everybody's not going along with us. And we're still going across. We're doing it.
Oh my gosh, I can smell these things. That one that's open. He said I was going to go as Porky Pig if we went to Keto Salt Lake.
We have to.
Shauna said, what? The swimsuit, the top that Rachel, you were wearing, and the top, and looked wonderful, and I'm waiting on the day that I can show some skin.
Yeah, definitely wearing the compression type material really does help. I was super afraid of it before.
I got yelled at for putting that stuff in the video.
Yes, because you see a lot of my bits.
Maitreya said, yes, I made some amazing fried chicken livers breaded with keto chow and pork rinds. It is phenomenal. I actually have a bunch of chicken livers in the freezer.
For fishing?
No. We're going to make, I grew up with, like, chopped chicken liver on bagels. Just got to figure out what you can eat it with instead of bagels.
Make a keto bagel.
But I know that Kim
your crackers?
Kim Howerton has, like, an awesome, like, pate recipe using chicken livers.
Please leverage that recipe.
We're going to be making that.
Please make it.
Maybe we'll make that for camping.
That's not shelf stable.
Yeah, but it could be just a regular food. Shauna said, do you remember that weird fat they were putting into potato chips many years ago?
Olestra. It was like, do you want to have to run to the bathroom before you're done eating that chip?
Who remembers?
Olestra.
Come on, we're in a weight loss thing. Everybody had to have tried this. Who remembers, what is it, Ali?
Yes.
Right? And you would go to the bathroom and there'd be a pool of fat sitting on top of the toilet bowl.
Do you want your toilet to look like an oil slick?
Shauna said Olestra, people were having horrible gastro issues. That's right.
It was scary. It was not something that I can remember. This is how bad it was.
Christopher said the barbecue Vienna sausage has sugar. I figure it does. I
can remember deciding not to purchase those potato chips for a vacation because I was like, no, I can't be guaranteed I could run to the bathroom.
Miriam said, ew, I don't know if I could do pig's feet. I don't know how I'm going to do pig's feet. I really don't.
Want me to paint it?
Lisa said, I love pig's feet. I love pig's feet with my grandmother. Used to make a Puerto Rican dish with them that was so yummy. Dawn said, no to pig's feet. Nancy said, where was the pig's foot package? Ew. How about the fact that this thing has an expiration date of like March of next year? Packed in vinegar and salt with yellow number 6, red number 40, and red number 3. The ingredients are cured pig's feet, water, salt, and sodium erythrobate.
Hey, not bad stuff.
Oh my gosh.
It's the official snack of the South.
Yeah, they're packed in Davie, Florida. Like 10 minutes south of us.
What? Okay, so...
Okay, now we have to go find them and do a tour of the plant.
Yes. Oh, do you want to do a tour of the plant?
I don't know.
I love that it has a name. It's Trotters. Trotters.
Tara said, pig's feet are a big nope for me.
Yum.
Oh, I just jumped. Christopher said he said pig's feet this week. Next week, squirrel's ears.
Those are going to be tiny little packages.
Dawn said, how do you eat something while thinking about where the pig's foot has been?
Man, yeah, seriously, you definitely want to scrub that hoof,
Shauna
right?
said, hard no. If something walks on it, it's not going in my mouth. Mai said, any kind of feet are a heck no for me.
Wasn't there like a calf's foot? Was that really made, like calf's foot jelly? I remember it being talked about in Pollyanna, the movie Pollyanna. Was it actually a jelly made from a calf's foot?
I have no idea.
Anybody know? Calf's foot jelly, is that a real thing?
I don't know. Well, when you eat Jell-O, you're eating beef gelatin.
That's true.
It's collagen. That's all it is.
Jell. Oh no, this is an animal.
Patty said, I would rather do extended fast and get skin removal surgery. We used to watch, what was it, My 600, 800 pound life?
Yes, Dr.
I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name. I don't remember
Nawari?
But I've seen so many videos, and again, we knew people that had that surgery, and I had a very good friend of mine who had it, and she had gastric bypass surgery and had it because she'd lost 200 pounds, and I just remember the pain that she was in from that surgery, from hip to hip. No, thank you.
Well, and this is hard. Every day we're making so many choices. And a lot of times, there is times that I would think, man, I would love to skip to the end. I would just like to skip to the end. And I think that sometimes I thought that gastric bypass surgery was that end and I could just stick to it. Then I had a couple of friends that had the surgery and then gained all of their weight back and more. So I think it's like until we deal with our relationship with food, it's not going to be the end.
Trucker Cat said, roasted chicken intestines. Add salt, cook till crispy. Tastes like chicken skin.
Okay, well, I like the chicken skin.
Steph said, Dr. Berry has a good video about loose skin.
Yeah.
Shauna said, someone beat me to the pig's feet. That's okay. You'll have more heading your way.
Ooh. Can't wait. Well, if it's in a glass bottle, I think that Joe will embrace it more. He needs to see it floating in that barbershop water.
Jason Butler's on said, pig's tails are tasty too.
Okay, so... if you're not sure that you want to eat the feet, eating the tail, like the literal tail end of it.
Oh my gosh, some of these suggestions. Lori said, I lost 60 pounds in Elite and then I found it and it's fresh.
Aw. I've done that before too.
Reese has never heard of Alastra. Alastra, it was...
You're too young. You're probably a baby lady.
It was... basically a special oil and stuff on potato. It was a special kind of potato chips, and it really messed with your stomach.
I mean, you had to run to the bathroom. I mean, I am not you don't trust a toot, but you weren't even gonna have the toot.
Oh my gosh. Rhonda said, I like pickled pig's lips, not pig's feet. I do, however, like seafood boiled pig's feet.
I almost bought the lips. I found the lips.
Well, why didn't you buy them?
Well, because I was like, does that count? I mean, I guess it does. I almost bought the lips because they were actually cheaper than pig's feet.
Mai said, Joe, I'm the last person to eat lunch at work. I don't hear any comments about my heart attack food. All of these comments coming from candy hoarding, donut face stuffing, granola eating RNs.
Yeah, and this is a tough time of year. I've heard a lot of people, even at work, that are just like, can you please take this away from me? Because they're falling down the well of I can't stop myself anymore.
He said, if you can eat ribs, bacon, and pork chops, why not the feet?
True.
You're absolutely right, but these kind of look gooey. And
well, I mean, they always look
chicken
like that.
wings, we get chicken wings. We get chicken wings from Buffalo Wild Wings this past Tuesday. When we never eat in the store. We always bring them home, and then we put them in the air fryer for 10 more minutes because I want them crispy. I don't want the skin on a chewy at all. It's got to be you bite down and you can hear me eating it.
Oh, I have a feeling you're going to hear this.
Oh, my gosh.
Joe screaming, running away from the trailer.
Lori said, eat them first before the tour. Janice said, my grandparents used to eat smothered cow tongue. They have cow tongue in our Sam's Club. I almost bought it. It is very expensive.
It is long.
It was $87.
It is
It was $87. I almost bought it, and I picked it up. I'm like, I'm gonna buy this, bring it home for Rachel.
$87.
Yes, because it actually can make some like really good like shredded beef and stuff like that.
Can you just get a little bit?
No, you have to buy the whole tongue at Sam's Club.
That is ace long.
James said I love pig's feet and pig's ears.
Did Steph say hi to us?
We just had a super chat and it went away. There it is.
Steph, you missed my question. Did you all get my package today?
What did you send us, Steph? Because we got a package today, but it doesn't say who it's from.
Did you send this one?
Is this from you, Steph?
Is this from you?
Because we got 2 packages today. We got this one and then the other one.
We got this adorbs.
So Shauna said, we raised pigs when I was growing up. I learned how to butcher and clean them about 8 years old. I am not cut out to be a butcher. Yeah.
Wow, though, where we get the Mary's place that we get the whole pigs when we do the
Lisa's 51.
That is not true. I can see your pretty picture. There's no way. There's no way. She's fooling.
Chris said, Rachel has glitter on her face. Why doesn't Joe have sparkles on his face? I feel like Rachel needs to rub her glitter on Joe.
I'm going to transfer it.
Thanks, Chris. Shauna said, I hate it when this thing jumps. Shauna said, I'm so glad I already have had my dinner. I haven't. Lily said, I've eaten all the...
liverwurst. Thank goodness.
Lily says, my sister likes preserved duck eggs. It's a Chinese thing.
Ooh. Is that 100-year-old egg? The one where they're like...
That's what we need to get. Let's get some balut.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Somebody send us a balut. We will definitely eat
no.
balut. We'll get Anthony on that one.
That's the one with the baby chicken in it. No.
Yes, it's been preserved. Yes.
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I can do it.
You're making me do this.
We raised
this
baby
was your idea.
Chickens.
Keto Fear Factor was Rachel's idea.
I have a question. Raise your hands before you ask your question, Joe.
Christopher said $87 when we brought our cow. They gave us extra.
You know what's weird? Okay, so what I was gonna say is where we get
he
our
said the super cheap bologna and holdings are full of pig's feet.
It's true. For the when we get our for Mary's, when we get our pig for the La Cajechino, which we've never eaten the foot. Now that I'm thinking of it.
Yes, we have.
Have you? I've never gnawed on a foot. Have you?
Oh, I usually just pull all the meat off.
Maybe you just pull off all the meat, and I just don't know it. It's the difference is knowing it.
The foot is actually really good off of La Cajechina because it's all crispy skin.
But there is a little kid. There's a little baby man that is the butcher.
At Mary's Ranch down in Miami, which is where we get our pigs from. It's like a family-run business, and it's horrible because a lot of people go protest it. I mean, it is like an actual legitimate, butcher, but there's this kid. I mean, he must be like 13 years old, and we went down and get our pig.
No, he's younger than that.
He comes out covered in blood, like the machete in his hand. I mean, butchering the pigs.
It's an art.
Yeah.
It's an absolute art.
Steph sent us the Christmas ornament. Yes,
Thank
we got
you.
it. It didn't have your name
on it. This is so beautiful. It didn't have the name on it, but I'm so excited about this.
Mike said that's a lot for tongue for $87. I'd rather buy lobster or brisket. Brisket, yes. Lobster, no. I don't like lobster.
I like lobster, but honestly, you can fool me with shrimp. Shrimp does just as much for me as lobster.
Tanya said, my dad recently told me that my Oma used to make cow tongue. I never knew. What I really miss for German food, I gotta figure out how to make it keto because I'll have to work on the roux is Hassenpfeffer. There's a lot of Germans.
Hassenpfeffer.
There's a lot of Germans.
That's rabbit, isn't it?
That's rabbit. I loved Hassenpfeffer. My Opa used to make it.
Is it like it has a roux, so it has that's why it has the flour in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Janice said there's a restaurant here that cooks smothered tongue with rice and gravy every Thursday.
Wow. How are you doing, Miss Janice?
Lisa said, I'll post a pic of me with my grandkids in the Facebook group sometime soon.
There is no way you have grandchildren, young lady. Oh my gracious. You look fantastic.
Chris is posting a bunch of Spanish stuff. Shelly said I would never eat. What is it? Oh, it just, 'Jump.
You want to hear something funny? So when me and my best friend Beth, we were at a Mexican restaurant, right? And we were eating, 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 and we We went to high school together. When we were in high school, I took Spanish. She took German. Mm-hmm. I married a German guy. She married a Cuban gentleman. We can talk to each other's husbands.
Steph just turned 50.
Another one that it's like, I don't think that is true.
Shelly said she would eat trotters before balut.
I will absolutely eat trotters. I cannot eat that baby animal. I do not think I could eat something like that.
Jumping.
It was hard eating the face of a cricket. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
Because it was like eyeballs and a face, and all I could think of is like its mom is somewhere.
Angie said La Cajuchina, like a proper Floridian. We bought that thing like 3 years ago. Anthony just really, really, really wanted to roast a pig, so I bought it on OfferUp for like $60. It was never used.
Check out OfferUp.
And we literally use it once a year, and we store it in the back of our shed. But I love that. You can cook so many things with it, but we have so many. We have the smoker and we have the Blackstone. But you can make so many things. You can make a bunch of briskets, a bunch of turkeys. But what's nice about it, like, you can't cook a pig in the amount of time in any other way. You literally can roast an entire pig with crispy skin and everything in 3 hours.
Amazingly crispy skin.
I mean, I had a friend of mine, like when the kids were little and I lived in my old house before I married Rachel. They were Cubans, and so every year for like Christmas Eve, they roast a pig. Here. They actually have to reroute Miami International Airport because when you fly over like Little Havana and stuff down in Miami, it's like the smoke from all of the roasting pigs is horrible, and the planes can't see.
Yeah.
So, but they actually would do it in the ground, and it took all day.
I mean, it's amazing.
You get this little roasting box, and in 3 hours, you have a perfectly cooked pig.
I think it's just brilliant. What an inventor to come up with something.
Well, it's a Chinese roasting box.
It's amazing.
But, the thing is awesome. Karen said, Joe, you made Rachel eat the crickets. Now you need to try the pig's feet.
That's right.
I know. Hey, again, this was her idea. This whole series was her idea.
What do I get myself into?
Most of the stuff is stuff I don't like. Like, I don't like fish. And 50% of it is fish.
There's a lot of stuff that's canned fish.
Shelly said Key West or Royal Red Shrimp.
Ooh, yes. Yes, absolutely. I'm all about the Key West
lobster.
shrimp.
Steph has a rabbit in the freezer right now.
Really?
Tanya likes Haas and Pfeffer.
Aww.
Lisa has 3 grandkids. What time is it? 9:30.
That is not even possible that she has that many grandkids.
Lori said, just found out that my new grandson might be born next week. Instead of being a little turkey, he may be a little pumpkin.
Oh, how exciting.
Shauna said, rabbit is so great. We'll be getting some wild rabbits soon, I hope.
Wow. I can't, honestly.
Yeah, Tanya said, I want keto Spetzel. Yes.
One time.
Can't eat Haas and Pfeffer without Spetzel.
One time you'd made the Haas and Pfeffer, I think. Since we've been married.
Before we were keto.
Because it was just, I couldn't get over the fact that it was.
We ate it at the German restaurant.
But I couldn't get over it was rabbit. It was hard.
I just have to not tell you.
Yeah, just don't tell me. I feel like I will know if there's a balut. That will be very hard for you to like just speak
The other thing that I miss, oh my gosh, I miss. My mom was not a very good cook. She was a Rachel cook. She could cook, but we don't follow a recipe. It's like, let me throw everything together.
Yeah, it's true.
But the one thing that my mom made so well, and I miss, is sauerbraten. And I don't think there's any way
Isn't that a rabbit too?
No, it's brisket.
Oh.
But it's marinated in like wines and stuff for days. Like you marinate it for a week.
It is scary?
So good. No, you would love it. It is so flavorful, but I don't think there's any way to make it keto because of the amount of wine and stuff that you have to marinate. We're going to figure this one out, but I miss sauerbraten.
What about one of those carb wines?
You would do sauerbraten with the red cabbage, the pickled red cabbage.
I love red cabbage.
I know. Slap6 said you should get that big pig cooker out sometime and make 2 cheeseburgers on it.
That's about what we used to do. We used to have an old converted.
That's how I got my current grill.
What was it before?
I met this guy who lives in a town over. and he built me a grill out of an old water heater.
Yes.
And it was awesome. I mean, it's like you can smoke great foods in it. The problem was it took 2 bags of charcoal, like, because it was really designed for cooking like giant racks of ribs and everything like that all day, like a big thing. So Rachel's like, how come we're never eating barbecue? You have this. I'm like, because I literally have to waste 2 bags of charcoal to cook 4 burgers.
Right. It was like, do you want a hamburger or 25 hamburgers?
So I finally sold that, and that's how we got our smoker grill.
Yeah.
Okay, I lost where I was at. Shauna said, "Rap is so great." Chris said, "Lemon meringue keto chow."
Try not to have such a oof, baby. Like
lemon meringue keto chow is in honor of Steph's birthday. Never forget.
Yay.
Janice said, "Years before my husband died, we would get with our neighbor and butcher pigs, the cooked cracklings and pork jambalaya."
Oh man, I'm all about the cracklings. There is nothing like fresh cracklings.
Ann said, "Getting ready to go through a second surrogate journey. I might be pregnant on the cruise. 41 and pregnant.
Wow.
Here we go."
How exciting. Oh my gracious. We have a friend named Karen, that had was a surrogate for some families.
Steph said, "I'm thinking of sending you guys June bugs. They have them on Amazon."
June bugs? Are those the ones that have like
Miriam
the big lightning butt?
Yes. Miriam said, we have to sing to Stephanie for her birthday because her birthday.
We didn't sing to Stephanie?
I thought we did.
No, I think it was her mama. Her mom just had a birthday.
My mom's birthday is in a couple days. Who's going to be 80? I know she doesn't watch this. My sister does sometimes. So maybe she'll play it. But she's going to be 81, and she just retired.
Yes, after 50 years.
50 years. More than 50 years.
Yeah.
So just retired, and she's going to be 81 years old this year.
Well, let's sing happy birthday to Steph.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Steph. I call her Steph.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you and many more in your hot legs that are super enviable. My mug fell off. Is it because it was such an ugly mug?
Mike said, "I watched the video by the owner of those cookers YouTube videos months ago. I thought they looked really cool, but the best thing I keep hearing him saying, La Cajachina with an accent." That thing has bing on a lot of different. I think it was on Martha Stewart. It was on, I think, Bobby Flay.
Because it just works well.
I think Andrew Zimmerman did a thing with them.
Now talk about him. We need to speak with him about what bizarre keto food.
Balut. He ate balut on one of the. He ate balut on one of those.
More
things.
For him. More for Andrew Zimmerman.
Shauna said Napa Valley's been on fire so long now you could probably get pre-smoked wine
now.
Aww. Tanya said, "Well, it tastes just like sauerbraten to me."
Christopher said, "That's my problem."
Tanya has a keto recipe for sauerbraten. Tanya, you need to send me that.
Yes, please.
Please.
So Christopher says, "I love them, but it uses too much charcoal for small meals."
Yeah, that's why we had gotten rid of it. And I absolutely love our grills.
Ooh, Primal Kitchen balsamic marinade. Freeze if the sous vide for 10 hours at 133 degrees tastes just like sauerbraten. Worth a shot.
It's definitely worth a shot.
Worth a shot. Let's just do it.
Ann's mom turned 80 yesterday. She's Danish.
Wow.
Right Family said June bugs are bugs that fly into the side of your head and almost knock you out.
Well, we need to eat them.
Maitreya said I didn't know that they were edible. Only 13 packs left. Oh my gosh, everybody's on Amazon right now ordering June bugs.
I think if you are looking for something fun to do for Halloween, a Fear Factor episode of your own is a fun family thing, right? Like, it is just a fun family thing. And let me tell you, my surprise that I am so glad that I uncovered, number one, I'm really glad that we tried Spam because I can't believe I actually like it. And number two was the cheese in a can that we tasted this week. The Bega.
That was good.
I am Bega in for more.
Dawn said June bugs sound like they will break the window. That's like we have love bugs.
I was just thinking we need to set up
some love bugs
and eat them. Those are the bugs that connect at the butt.
Yeah.
They don't bite you or anything, but they just swarm you.
But in the springtime, When you have to drive through Florida.
You can't see a thing.
You have to literally stop at every rest stop and try to scrub them because you can't see out your windshield anymore.
I don't know. How are there's so many on my car. How are there enough to like survive and reproduce?
I don't know.
Because I feel like my car gets all of them.
Steph said they actually have June bugs, scorpions, grub worms, and other worms and bugs.
Joe almost got to sit on a scorpion when we went camping last week.
When we went camping last week, there was a scorpion. I remember as a kid, my dad telling me, because my dad grew up in Miami, and he said that when, we were talking about camping when he was a kid compared to camping when I was a kid. And I got to camp in, like, Monticello, New York, in the Catskills. So it was very different than like down here. You can go swimming in any body of water. There's literally nothing you have to worry about. There's no deadly snakes in the water. There's no alligators. There's no crocodiles. And so it was very different for me. And he was, because I was always curious about Kane. He's like, we just went swimming.
Don't you have rattlesnakes?
Yeah, but not like very often. And most of them are up
and you can hear them coming.
Like in the Adirondacks, and you can hear them, but they're not in the water. So. But I was always talking to him about, like, what it was like for him because I always knew about, and he's like, we went swimming. We didn't care about the snakes. We didn't care about the alligators. We just went swimming. But he said the one thing as a Boy Scout, because he was a Boy Scout as well, that when you would go camping, you had to empty your shoes out in the morning because there would be scorpions in the shoes.
And spiders.
And then I learned, we also have, like, the black widows and stuff. But I have actually been bitten by a scorpion 3 times down here since I've lived down here because my job.
Because landscaping.
Yeah, and it is very interesting because like your whole arm gets numb. I got stung once in the foot and twice in the hand, and my whole arm goes numb. But do you know how you can know if it's a deadly one or a non-deadly one?
Is there a song? Because I'm not taking time to sing that song. I'm just assuming that it's deadly.
No, it's the size of the pinchers. Little pinchers, they could kill you. Big pinchers, they're just going to usually numb you.
So if they have little pinchers, they're like overcompensating. But a big pincher, he doesn't have anything to prove.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah, we also have the coral snakes, and there's a special song. It's like what?
Red and black, or
red touches yellow. What is it? Yeah, I don't even remember.
He's
Black
a nice fellow.
Yellow touches black. Look out! No, I don't remember it. I don't remember it.
If I see a snake,
red touches yellow. Look out, fellow. That's what it was.
Go in the opposite direction.
Yeah, because we have 2 kinds of snakes, right?
And sometimes they're
and
small.
they look identical.
And you have to get really close.
I don't want to get that close to know which one is which.
To even do the song. How about? I don't want.
I don't remember the song. Do you don't remember it? You're the singer. You should remember the song.
No.
Who remembers the song?
Just
somebody.
one.
Joe knows the rhyme. I guarantee. Joe's gonna know the rhyme. Miriam has bears. We have bears in the northern part of Florida, but
Miriam
not
has
down
rattlesnakes.
Here.
They have rattlesnakes.
And there's bears in New York, but it never was anything you really worried about in the part of New York that I was. We were about an hour and a half north of New York.
Okay, so this is, I see Shell.
What?
This is from Shell too, isn't it? She said that she's the one that sent the cheese. And the cheese, and it was awesome.
That stuff was awesome.
Oh, this was Shelly.
Tanya said, by the way, I love Primal Kitchen on flank steak, vacuum seal, marinade, frozen for a week.
Yeah,
Christopher said, I'll eat lots of foods from a lot of animals, but I will not I will not eat turkey bacon.
Shell, how did you find that cheese? How did you come across it? Because it's from Australia. I've never heard of it before. Were you somewhere at where did you first come across it? Because I'd never heard of it before, and it is delicious.
Steph said James is fussing me right now, saying I better not sneak any bugs in his food.
Do it. Well, doesn't that feel like that's Halloween? I have been watching my Disney Channel Halloween specials. Last night I was watching all of the Phineas and Ferb Halloween specials. They're awesome. I've been working on the Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors specials. I was watching Hocus Pocus while I was doing all of my shipping today. Love Bette Midler. I forgot that was a Gary Marshall film.
Yeah. Scooter said there are no snakes in Alaska and the mosquitoes ate them all. Yeah, we have bad mosquitoes, and so do they.
Until we were watching Playing with Sticks, I didn't realize that y'all had bad mosquitoes. I didn't. I thought it's too cold.
Family said we have black bears.
Always, Judith says hello with a beautiful flower.
Christopher said, I saw John Shane posted a video 8 to 9 months ago. I posted a comment way back then about being brave enough to eat turkey bacon, and he replied this week.
Wow.
Chris said, if you want to make it possessive, it's just it. If you want to make it contractions? Then it's Sallywag.
It is it's
apostrophe. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, so Elizabeth said, red and yellow, kill a fellow.
There you
I don't
go.
remember the rest. Joe said, red on yellow, mean to a fellow. Yeah, there's like a whole,
red on black, nice to Jack.
There's a whole bunch of different ways to say it,
I feel like by the time I'm like, carry the one, I'm dead.
Stay away from any snake that is striped red, yellow, and black. That's my philosophy.
Any of those things, yes. Or if it's shaking and you hear it, or if you're swimming and you're swimming beside. Now you'll be swimming and there's an iguana next to you because they swim. They do everything. They climb, they swim, they run really fast.
See, and there's another one from Ann, because these are all Floridians, right?
Red touch yellow, kills a fellow. Touch black.
Red touch black, venom lack.
I feel like we're getting conflicting opinions and I'm dead already. Right? Right? Either the red and the yellow is fine or it's not fine.
Red touch yellow is bad. That's all I remember. I know the red touching yellow is bad.
You know what I know is bad? Snake touching Rachel. A snake that touches Rachel is bad.
I remember when I came home from Boy Scout camp, and I brought home a snake.
What is wrong with you? What, like a gift?
It was just a gift. It was a cool.
What are you, Roscoe?
It was a ribbon snake, and it was only about this big. And I brought it home, and it was really cool because you could
Hey kids,
you can hold
don't
it.
Try this at home.
And you were able to look in its eyes. And then hypnotize it, you could, and you would move, and it would move with you. It was really cool, and my mom wanted to kill me.
I would kill you. Okay,
our kids would have brought that.
I will tell you this: if you're growing up around the ocean, if you take a crab, those kind, and you flip him over on his back and you rub his belly, it will put him to sleep. Fun fact.
Okay. Steph said, I stay away from all snakes, period. I hate snakes.
My mom hates snakes.
I did not mind snakes at all growing up in New York. When I came down here, now I don't want to see any snake. I don't want to go near any snake because I don't know the snakes down there. I knew in New York, there was one snake I had to worry about, a rattlesnake. And if I couldn't figure out if it was a rattlesnake, you just let him bite me because I deserved to be bitten if I didn't know if it was a rattlesnake. Down here, too many deadly things.
Caleb's grandfather was messing around with his brothers coming home, walking home from something, and picked up a snake and was going to jerk it to get his brother, and instead it was shedding its skin, and when he shook it like that, it launched at their mom and wrapped around her neck, and she about beat the tar out of them.
No. I don't like saying, and that's the reason I stopped scuba diving when I moved down here. When I lived in New York, I was a dive master in New York. I mean, I would go out on all the wrecks off of Long Island and stuff like that, and I came down here and I never went diving again because in New York, you didn't have to worry about anything. There really weren't many sharks you had to worry about.
We got everything.
Down here, you got sharks, you got barracuda. I was like, no thank you. And I didn't have any dive partners. I did a lot of solo diving.
If you go swimming in Florida, do not wear shiny jewelry. And I love me some shiny jewelry, but make sure you do not have shiny jewelry on because barracudas and other lure-loving animals underwater love your shiny jewelry.
Yep. Tanya said, we have a bear saying in Alaska, if it's a brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, good night. You're basically dead. White being a polar bear.
That is awesome.
Joe said, we smuggled an alligator home from Boy Scout camp once on the train from Ocala to South Florida.
Wow.
That is definitely something my kids would have done.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Steph said, you need to catch one of those big iguanas and grill them while camping.
Steph.
I was going to go this past weekend and we decided not to, but we have actually a campground that's 4 miles down the road from us, which is a place that we like to go disc golfing. And they have
so many
an awesome campground there.
iguanas.
You would not know this is in the heart of South Florida. It's called Easterland Park. Joe probably knows it.
Yeah.
And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous park. It's a gorgeous campground, but literally, if you step out of the campground, you're in the heart of Fort Lauderdale. Like, you would not know. It's like Central Park. It's like Central Park in the middle of Fort Lauderdale. But there's a lake in the middle that the disc golf plays around, and there are iguanas like bigger than this table. I mean, they are dinosaur iguanas, and they're everywhere. Now, they're not in the campground section because there's no water in the campground.
Sandwich.
But, we need to go there. We were going to go camping this past week. I just want to go there because it's right down the street, and it will get us to not work.
It's so bad. There's so many. But at least they'll run from you.
Right Family said the iguanas just want to be your friend.
I don't want to be their friends. I'm never going to be their friends. I'm not making them a friendship bracelet. That's not happening. No friendship bracelet.
Ann said my mom just moved to Arizona and she was watering a pet snake. The neighbor came over and said he just killed a snake. It was the mangrove green, one of the deadliest.
Wow. A Burmese python.
Steph said, doesn't Florida have a python problem, or is it different? No, we have python problems because people get them. Yep. They get big. And they release them into the Everglades, and they're a major problem in the Everglades because there's no natural predator, and they actually there's footage, if you go search online, and they have found them where they eat entire alligators.
Yes, they eat.
Because they have no natural predator.
They're having a huge problem with our deer.
Yes.
Our deer population is being eaten by pythons. And it gets very ugly. We've had, plane crashes and stuff like that. It's not good.
Chris, he said Shelly got hurt really bad snorkeling in Tahiti. A few days later, she had to be flighted off the cruise to New Zealand.
Oh my gracious. Did you ever go diving in the spring? Some have great diving in Florida.
No, we have not. I mean, we have some snorkels. My mom has. But I got rid of all of my diving gear. One day maybe I'll get it back. But I mean, I haven't been diving since John Paul was born. So 4 years?
We have done a lot of snorkeling. That was kind of my thing where Joe was like more of the camping side. I was like the ocean girl. And we did a lot of snorkeling all along the intercoastal waterway. A lot of the fancy pants restaurants will make a fake reef by putting junk. They're calling it I'm making a reef. It's really I'm putting a whole bunch of big garbage in the back, and fish will be attracted to it because they can hide in it.
Right.
But it does eventually make some beautiful, fake reefs for the fish to live in. And we did a lot of snorkeling around those kind of things.
We're actually trying to get a campsite down in Marathon. What is it? It's something Hammock State Park.
Yeah.
And it's on the ocean in Marathon, and it's only $36 a night to stay there. It's a state park. It is booked through next September.
Crazy. One thing, it's the cheapest one.
Yeah, if you get down to Key West, it's $150 a night, and it's you're in a parking lot. I have no desire to do that.
Yeah.
Marathon is far enough. It's 3 hours.
The Keys are beautiful,
but we really want to go to that one because your campsite is on the ocean. But we've signed up for this website. It keeps telling me when there's a site available.
It's like your keto brick.
Only it's
you're waiting for a keto brick.
Oh yeah.
You're just hitting refresh.
It's so popular. I'll get a notification it's available, and by the time I want to reserve it, it's already gone because there's other people using the same website.
Joe says that he is a cave diver and he loves the springs.
I love the springs.
That is ballsy, sir. That is seriously an amazing, amazing thing because that is the only thing that really scares me is getting into one of those caves and not being able to get out.
I used to do the wrecks, which is very similar to cave diving because in Long Island we had a lot of wrecks, and you don't have nearly the visibility up there that you have.
Long Island is a wreck.
I would love to get into free diving.
Where you have to go down and much as your air can handle?
Because now, having lost all the weight, I think it would be cool to get into free diving. You do free diving in caves.
Oh, dear Lord. My heart won't take that. Don't making me nervous.
Shell said we have snakes hunts in Florida, and they will pay you for dead ones.
Wow.
Mike said cook python in the La Cajachina.
Cooks remarkably fast. It's so quick. Amazing. Just 3 hours, and then you have a big freaking snake to eat.
Elizabeth said in 4th grade, a baby copperhead somehow entered the classroom. The teacher tried to beat it with a broom while we all just watched.
Oh my gosh. That would super scare you, right? If it just kind of slithered in.
Yeah.
Woo.
He said somehow she caught a flesh-eating virus. It would led us to begin keto. The doctor in New Zealand recommended us. Wow.
Well, I wish there was literally any other way that you would have come across keto except for that. I'm glad you came across keto, but oh my gosh, how scary.
So James said, I'm looking for a camper for me and Steph for next spring, just looking for one in our budget. Okay, we're actually making a video on this for our other channel. So I'm going to give you some recommendations because, like, as people who bought a new camper in the middle of a COVID season where pretty much everyone's like, now is a horrible time to buy a camper, I disagree. Because everyone's saying that it's going to get so much better in the spring. It's not.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to buy a camper, my suggestion is figure out your budget, start saving, start looking, and when you find the right one, jump on it because it won't be there next week, and the supply's only going to go down for the next year or so.
Yeah.
So figure out your budget, and then when you find the right one, just jump on it. Don't hesitate.
For me,
and only buy something in stock. Do not buy something where you have to order it.
Yeah.
You're a year out.
Who knows when you're going to order it? I don't think they're super forthcoming as to when they will actually start.
The manufacturers don't know because they can't find air conditioners.
But you don't want to put a down payment on something and be like, I'm not sure if I'll get it for a year, maybe a year and a half.
That's what we were doing. We actually had one on order. It was supposed to come in the first week of November, and then we found out that there's no air conditioners. It may not be till January.
What is, to me, I think one of the biggest things to consider is what do you want to tow with what you have? Because sometimes people get like, hey, this is such a deal and it's longer and bigger than what my car can really actually pull. Well, now you have to buy a new vehicle. That's not a savings, right? So see is there any way that you can store it on the side of your house? That really governed how big of a rig we were willing to get. It needed to fit on the side of our house because I don't want to have $100 payment each month for storing it someplace.
Oh, he said I wrote a long blog post shortly after we returned home.
Yeah, please.
And I will post a link in the 2KK
She
family.
even made the local newspaper. I can imagine she would because that is amazing. Yep. It's just amazing. What did they even treat her? Do they cut around it or how do you? I guess there must be some seriously aggressive antibiotic you'd have to take to fight that thing.
Chris said, keep Joe from catching up in... I'm already caught up in the comments. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Oh my gracious. Well, I love getting to talk to everybody today.
I do too.
And thank you for our poop pipe and then also some food to use.
I have a football game tomorrow.
Hey.
Mike said, I noticed in the Christmas baking section of Big Lots they have golden
I tip my hat to you, sir.
829 ounces for $3.50, but cheaper with a coupon. That's 235 grams for crisp bear. What are you doing? I know it's I guess we should discuss it next week. Are we doing another 2KK Christmas?
Let me think. Yes.
Oh, we are?
We're definitely doing a 2KK Christmas.
Well, we should start talking about that then.
So this year...
Are you doing another 2KK Christmas tree?
We're going to do a 2KK
it's already almost
Christmas
the end
tree.
of October.
So, but what I want to do is send, what we did last year was people sent ornaments. Our Christmas tree is only populated by ornaments sent in from people. Okay.
And we're going to do the live streaming again?
And we're going to do the live stream when we decorate the family Christmas tree. But let's have ornaments that talk about something to celebrate, something that symbolizes a celebration. Now, you can make a homemade ornament that's just a picture of you, of maybe your before and after. We'll hang that up. Whatever seems like a victory to you, let's celebrate it this year.
We've got stuff to
celebrate.
We'll talk about it more next week.
Yeah, but
because Anthony's already. The only reason I thought about it is Anthony's already decorated his room for Christmas. So.
He has.
So, last couple, Shell said a few years ago, we got a baby gator come home to the doctor's office and decided in the front of the glass doors the building was a perfect place to nap.
Oh my goodness.
He said, my bad, it wasn't a virus, it was a bacteria. It was a big deal at the time. I was so scared.
Heath, I imagine. I mean, you just want to, this is the love of your life laying there. Yep. I mean, oh my gosh.
Shelly said they had to cut it out. The hole was so big I could drop my cell phone and not see it.
Oh,
wow.
Shelly.
That is horrible.
Oh, thank God you're okay.
So, okay, we're going to get off.
Man.
I'm going to go eat my dinner.
Yeah. Do you need a hand?
No.
With the rest of your meal?
I really don't need a hand.
Do you need a hand? Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, guys. We love talking to you.
Everybody have a good
Wave
night.
bye. Bye.
Goodbye.